There are a couple guys that are on the injured list right now that took a step forward, one of them being Luis Severino, who threw another bullpen this afternoon. Severino told me that he tossed 25 pitches, threw all of his pitches, felt good afterwards. The next step for him will be to throw a live session on Tuesday. Giancarlo Stanton likely going to participate in that session. Severino said this is probably the best he has felt all season long, but still some hurdles for him to get through. He is not eligible to come off the injured list until September 12th. And in speaking with Severino, he said it's too long. He wants to be back sooner than that, but obviously those are the rules. He will not be back any sooner than September 12th. The Yankees are hopeful that he is fully healthy and he is able to be stretched out in that amount of time. Clay Holmes also threw on flat ground today. It's the first time he played catch since landing on the injured list. He did say after a couple days of rest and treatment, his back started to feel a little bit better. He'll continue to throw on flat ground, and then they'll reevaluate exactly when he will throw off of a mound. Zach Britton, another guy that is on the mend. He was scheduled to throw a live session today. Aaron Boone said that they'll reevaluate with Britton thereafter. He'll need several of those, plus a rehab assignment before he gets back. But the idea of getting Britton back, certainly an exciting one, especially considering what's been happening with that bullpen lately. Not exactly a given who is going to close games for this team right now, especially with Aroldis Chapman struggling a little bit last night. We've seen Scott Efros in that closer role. He'll likely get more opportunities as things continue here in the month of August. Now, speaking of Giancarlo Stanton, he is with the Somerset Patriots today. He will DH. Aaron Boone spoke a little bit about the plan when it comes to Stanton and making his way back.
He'll probably get between 3 and 5 at bats today and tomorrow. Hopefully get through tonight, bounce back tomorrow, be in a good spot physically to do that. Hopefully he gets, some action on the bases as far as, going to first to third or whatever it may be, just moving around like that. And we'll see how he comes out of, today and hopefully tomorrow, see where he's at Monday and hopefully line him up to, he knows himself really well. He'll be honest with us as far as, how he's recovering from those things. And then hopefully we'll get him in a position, we'll face Sevy on Tuesday, and then hopefully be in a position to take the next step.
And the Yankees, including this afternoon, have 2 games left with the Blue Jays. Then the Mets are in town for 2. Then they head out west to play the A's and the Angels, followed by Tampa on another long road trip. Now, without Stanton in the lineup, still a question mark probably until that West Coast trip. The Yankees opted to put Aaron Judge in center field again, and you're going to see Oswaldo Cabrera back out there in the outfield. And, guys, he was impressive last night to start off the game. He really robbed a home run, and he has only played a handful of games in the outfield in his career. And Aaron Boone said after the game he really liked the way he moved out there. He looked incredibly athletic and comfortable. And when I spoke to Cabrera when he first got up here, he told me he enjoyed the outfield. He liked the fact that they put him out there for a couple games in AAA and said obviously he will do whatever this team needs to help them win.